Hi everybody, I am Scott Butwell. Welcome to my channel, and today I want to talk to you guys about a subject, writing and math. You probably don't think writing and math have much of a connection, but actually, according to Shawn Coyne, writing and math can be a very helpful tool in writing a book. If you haven't heard of Shawn Coyne, Shawn was an editor for a major New York book publisher for 25 years, and he went out on his own now to start an independent book publishing company with Steve Pressfield, the writer of The War of Art. And he has an idea in his book about how writing and math can be extremely helpful as a tool to a writer in writing a book. So let's look at the math in writing a story. First of all, this is something I didn't know, and I think it's been extremely important to know, is there's three parts to a story. The first part is the beginning hook. The second part is called the middle build, and the third part is called the payoff. And there's some math that comes with each one of these three parts of a book. First of all, the beginning hook. Shawn says the beginning hook is usually approximately around 25,000 words. And the middle build is approximately about 50,000 words. And then the payoff or climax part of your book is 25,000 words. So if you do a little math there, 25 plus 50 plus 25, that would be a typical commercial book is about 100,000 words. So that math alone can help you out. You know, you're writing your beginning hook. You should know that by the time you get to, somewhere close to 25,000 words, maybe it's, for some books, it might be 20,000 or 18,000 words. But if you're coming in at around 10,000 after your beginning hook, that would be a little bit short. Let's look at a little bit more story math. So again, the beginning hook is about 25,000 words, and the number of scenes in the beginning hook, Shawn says, should be about 12. Those scenes should average about 1,500 to 2,000 words. So that's very helpful information. You're writing your beginning hook, you got about 12 scenes, you got about 25,000 words. So you can start to look at what you've written and see when you should start moving to the middle build. Let's do a little more math. So the middle build has 25 scenes. Again, the middle build has 50,000 words and 25 scenes. I believe I saw in an email I got from Shawn that there's basically two builds within the middle build. So you could break that down to, after 12 scenes, you have a second build to the middle build. Again, if you want to learn more about the middle build and the beginning hook, you could definitely get the story grid. This is a great book. It basically talks about the story structure of a work, a memoir or a novel. So the payoff, do a little more math. The payoff, Shawn says, should have about 12 scenes, right? So this is really helpful information, like how do you know when you're done? So again, do the math, 12 scenes in your beginning hook, 25 scenes in your middle build, and 12 scenes in your payoff, right? So do a little math there, 12 plus 25 plus 12. Sounds like about 50. Obviously, these are rough estimates. You could have a little bit more. He analyzes a story in the story grid, The Silence of the Lambs. So in that book, there's about 60 scenes. But again, it's close to 50. And it's got about 12 to 15 scenes in the beginning hook, about 25 or 30 in the middle build, and, close to 12 to 15 in the payoff. I just want to share how Shawn's information about math and writing has been helpful in my own writing. So I've been writing a memoir for really the last 9 years. It's about my son and myself. He has autism, so it's writing about what I'm learning about him, what I'm learning about me as a dad, and our adventures. And so the math has been really helpful because I have scenes for 5 chapters, about 4 or 5 scenes per chapter. Most of those scenes are about 1,300, 1,400 words. And so I did the math, looking at the word count for each scene, and I came up to 25,000 words. So I'm going to celebrate that 25,000 words with this drink of coffee here. I have my beginning hook done. And so the math is really helpful because it tells me after those 5 chapters and those 25,000 words, I need to have a inciting incident scene that kicks off the middle build of my book. So the math helps me know that, right? Because I have my 25,000 words, and I did the math on my beginning hook, and I had 19 scenes, not 12 scenes, but 19 scenes. So again, you can see here, it's not like an exact number. Actually, I think I had 25,600 words, and I had 19 scenes. So it's just giving you a ballpark range that you want to be hitting in your beginning hook or your middle build or your payoff. The math also helps me to know that, okay, in this middle build part, I'm going to have 25 scenes. As I said earlier, I'm going to have 12 scenes, and then there's going to be another inciting incident that kicks off a second middle build with it escalation, and the stakes get raised even higher. So it's just kind of nice to know when you're writing this middle build part that maybe I get my first 5 scenes, then I have 20 scenes left. So that kind of little math accounting kind of helps me kind of know where I'm at in my story. So the way I've written it, my story is I've done blog posts I'm revising to kind of create coherence with. So I have a lot of writing. Now it's just kind of finding out what pieces go where. And the math is, to me, very, very helpful. So if you're writing a book, and you're kind of deep into it, or maybe you're just starting, I hope this video has been helpful, that there's a connection here, according to Shawn Coyne, that I really strongly agree with, between writing and math. The math can help you kind of guide you through the larger macro structure of a story. So you can know how many words you need at the beginning, how many words you need in the middle build, how many scenes you have in the beginning hook and the middle build, right? How many scenes you have in the final payoff, right? So this math can really guide you to kind of make sure you're kind of following the macro story structure that readers expect. And once again, everything I've been talking about is in Shawn Coyne's The Story Grid. So let me see if I can get his name up there. There's a picture of Shawn in the back. Hey, we kind of look alike, man, if I put my glasses on. We're both wearing black shirts. That's kind of interesting. But anyway, I really recommend this book. It really distills all the wisdom and knowledge and experience that Shawn's gained in 25 years as an editor. So it really focuses on story structure, and I've gained a lot. I've read it, reread it. Most importantly, I've applied everything in Shawn's book to my own writing. That's the most important part, because everything I've learned about, writing scenes, the macro story structure, the math, I've thought about these concepts and applied it to my own writing. That's the most important takeaway I've gotten from his book. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you have, don't forget to subscribe. I'm brand new out here. This is my 6th video, so I really appreciate if you guys would subscribe. Let me know you're interested in what I'm sharing. I want to encourage you guys, keep on writing. Make sure you get your butt in the chair, and when you do that, magic starts to happen.